I know many of you think I'm AI. I'm not AI, but this is AI. Maybe in the future I'll get to work less. Haha. Hi, it's Helena. In this video, we're gonna check out characters beta. We built this feature because after chatting with a lot of you, we realized generating character images is a lot of work, and we want to make it as simple as possible, all the way from visualizing the initial sketch to generating images and even videos. So this video is going to contain two parts. The first part, we're going to focus on creating the character from each of these three options, and then the second part will be some tips on working with these characters after their creation. So when you come in OpenArt, you can either click train a consistent character or click this characters tab, and then we'll see three different options to start with. If you have one reference image, you want to go with the middle one. If you already have more than 4 high quality images for your character, we can just click start with 4+ images, and that's basically doing a model training, except we did some work behind the scenes to make it more character focused. But I think the real magic lies in starting with a description or starting with one image. You don't have to go through all the hassle of collecting a good training dataset anymore. Let's click start with description. And to demonstrate how cool it is at visualizing what's in your imagination, I'm gonna try to create myself in my outfit today, but Pixar style. So I'll call it Helena Pixar and start describing my features and outfit. So I describe my hair, my eye color, and the accessories that I have, which is a baseball cap and a necklace, and also a dark bomber jacket. And just for the sake of creating a full body character, I'm gonna say I'm wearing black leggings. And there are 15 preset styles you can choose from. We see a Pixar, so I'm just gonna click that, but if you don't want any of these, you can also type your own style. And let's hit create previews. It's gonna show us 3 options. Ooh, I already quite like this one on the right. The eyes are a little big, but I like how her hair flows. If you're not happy with any of these images, you can also regenerate previews, but I'm gonna go ahead with this one. And let's create character. So now it says our character is being created and it's being made right here. Let's give it a few minutes. And now it's done. Let's see how it turned out. Click create. The character is automatically chosen for us. And in the prompt box, the character name is mentioned. It's important to keep this in there. If we delete it, it won't work. But we can type add to bring it back. And let's do a basic prompt just to test it out. See if the character was trained successfully. It's standing on city street. So we're seeing the character is really consistent, it's Pixar style, and the images generated are really good quality, but it's not wearing the exact outfits I'm wearing today. That doesn't mean our character creation wasn't successful, it's just leaving more flexibility with what the character can wear. We only need some simple prompting to get our desired outfit. I'll dive into this more in the second part of the video. But for now, let's check out the other option where we can create from one image. All you need is to upload one picture for reference. For the sake of the demo, I'm going to download this figure of Sage from Valorant, but beware not to use copyrighted content illegally. For more information about content policy and commercial use, you can go to the OpenArt wiki and find it right here. We get asked of these questions a lot, so hopefully this can help clarify things a little. Now, back to the demo. We're gonna upload this image and type in Sage. And let's give it a few more minutes. Now our character Sage is done. Let's see how that went. We're gonna say she's standing on a battleground, high quality digital rendering. And I'll make that portrait aspect ratio. Here are the first 4 generations. It's pretty nuts to get this level of consistency from just one image. Of course, she has 2 swords instead of the gun she had in the original image, but her features are preserved pretty nicely. She has the same bright green earrings, the same hairstyle, the same face, and her outfit looks similar enough. There are many ways for us to get the details right. I share them a lot in the channel. You can always find some helpful links below. In this one, she doesn't have the exact same outfit. Again, it actually means we have more flexibility. Alright, we'll come back to Sage in a bit. Let's also look at the start with 4+ images option. If you want to create the character from more than 4 images, subscribe to the channel and check out this video for preparing your dataset. There are helpful tips for what images to include and not to include. Some tips on generating with characters. For example, with the Pixar model I trained, if I want myself to have the same outfit, it's helpful to reiterate that in the prompt. So I'll type it all out. By doing that, we trigger the correct outfit for almost every single generation. And there's also a good variety of different angles and poses. So now on top of that, we can add more descriptions. So we added she's sitting on a bench in New York Central Park, side profile, autumn leaves, high quality, Pixar style digital rendering. And these are really aesthetic generations. The character is consistent and the outfit is correct. We can also use different types of references with the character. So if I put that image in a composition reference, and we're gonna get all these cool shots with the composition just like the reference image. We can remove the outfit description and get a whole variety of things. Now also turn off the composition reference. We did 8 of them, and to my surprise, we didn't get any bad ones. Each one of them was pretty impressive. Even better, we can make the character move with Kling 1.6, which is now available on OpenArt. Do a final test on the Pixar version of me. I brought back the description of the outfit, and I'm gonna make a composition reference by taking a selfie. I got it. Let's try to use this image. Describe a little according to this photo. And I clicked it 3 times. It's a massive success. Wow, this is insane. I love this photo. And this is going into the YouTube thumbnail for sure. Some of these other ones are really cool too. I know many of you think I'm AI. I'm not AI, but this is AI. Maybe in the future I'll get to work less. Haha. Another tip is that writing a good prompt really helps. If your prompt is too simple, your character might appear stiff. We'll test with a photorealistic character. Carmen is trained from this one image. Let's try to generate her jogging. So we just clicked it twice, and the left half are actually great generations, but on the right side, she's not really jogging. She's sometimes just standing there, and that's because this prompt is too simple. When you create images with a character, this setting right here, the prompt enhance mode is by default on auto, and that means half of your generations are gonna have the prompt enhanced automatically. So when you type in Carmen is jogging, the actual prompt is this entire article. Let's try another really simple prompt. Carmen is reading a book. Also clicking it twice. These images are not as obvious, but if we zoom in, when the prompt is really simple, she doesn't look that natural. But with the enhanced prompt, we're getting a much fuller composition, a lot of relevant details in the background, and the entire atmosphere makes much more sense. Lastly, back to Sage, we're actually able to launch a lot more manipulation features as I was still editing this video. So I'm recording this clip to take a glance at it. But I don't think we'll have time in this video to talk more about it. So stay tuned for my next video on character manipulation. This is the new pose editor where we can control the character pose in images. We can just select the suitable 3D model. There are a bunch of preset poses, but we can also move any body part with precision. Then we can set the image aspect ratio, adjust the frame, and start creating. We'll need to enter a prompt like how we usually do it. I'm trying to have her lean against a corner turn. It's a really hard pose to get right without this pose editor. This picture is pretty great, but I'm seeing some weird green bubbles. We can quickly remove it in the editor. And finally turn it into a video. Thanks for watching, see you next time.
Bye bye.